Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone? I am back after many, many moons with more Nioh. After in the same level as I left off last time, Yokai Country, in the Dragon of the North DLC. And a lot has changed since then. Well, I went back to the previous levels in the game in the Way of the Strong difficulty, and I grinded out like absolute hell to get as much emeralds as I could to level up and get as many elixirs as I could. And I'm now 165, if not 170. I honestly can never tell what level I am unless I go to the... Oh, wait a minute. I can just check it right here. Yeah, I'm 168 now. Status. No need to go to the shrine anymore. So, I'm way ahead of the curve now, to the point that I'm actually able to play the game good. And I've since gotten new weapons and new armor, much of them in the new green divine quality, and I'm much stronger than ever. I've also even leveled up the guardian spirits, which I can now do like I would my own character, and it's much, much appreciated. I was also able to go and find you know, kodamas that I missed in previous levels. I did not do all of them, all the past levels in the Way of the Strong, because I simply just did not have enough, did not want to, due to the game's, you know, spiking levels and here and there, as well as the fact that I honestly do not want to spend another month playing this game like I already have, replaying old levels. So, for all intents and purposes, I'm back and better than ever. Stronger weapons, stronger gear. I'm probably still going to get my ass kicked, but you didn't see it, but I did not think you guys would want to watch me try to replay this whole level all over again for another 2 hours, so take my word for it. I did far better coming back here, and while I was doing the Way of the Strong stuff, I decided to get better with other aspects of the controls that I previously neglected, such as high attacks and strong attacks. And I have fiddled with some of my weapons that I feel are good with those, like the spear, even the double swords and others. And I honestly feel like I have gotten way better with them, and I know how to take advantage of them, as well as certain enemies with the weaknesses. For instance, you know that long-necked fiend that I keep having trouble with? Well, I use the spear, and then I just do strong attack. So that way I can reach him like he would reach me, and it worked wonderfully. Also helps that I leveled up, as well as, just since I now have the ability to go and get divine weapons, those are also appreciated. So, that seems to be a shtick, and I have settled for Suzaku and Ayakumori as my two prime spirits at the moment. Kumori, since he's fast and can recharge very fast, so I don't have to spend a million souls and going after many enemies to recharge him as fast. And Suzaku, because I like his flame attack, his flame damage, and the fact that sometimes he can be a real savior with how he, you know, activates whenever I'm down to critical health, and he has full power. So, and I'm going with Kumori, as well as a wind sword, because apparently this guy, who I had trouble with last time when I gave up the first time, is weak to wind. And got stuff here, there. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, I'll have better luck this time. I'm like 20 or plus points over than I was, I like to think. So, with any luck, I'll be better this time. So, Let's go get him. Oh. Ah, no cutscene like before. Ah, torched it. Ah, he grabbed me. I hate it when he does that. Yeah, I don't know that well. Okay, what the fuck was that? He grabbed me, didn't he? Ugh. And I did way better this time, too, which I'm surprised. 149. Yeah, I got a lot of elixirs back. And I also plan to also do the double fights again. Thankfully, I'll have help this time. Fuck you, leave me alone. Fuck. I really don't like, Date Shigezane. He's way too random. He's honestly one of the worst bosses I've ever faced. See what I mean? I can never keep track of them. Whoa, hold up. Come on, YouTube, show me who had commented. Oh, Sacred Water. Thank you, Judy. Well, I'm gonna die. I might as well let him kill me. So that way I can prep again. Yeah, I keep forgetting about Sacred Water. I guess because I try to be very frugal with the stuff I have. Try not to waste them. But, yeah. Well, that's full, so I might as well change to a faster weapon. Preferably one with wind. Which one has wind? Wind. This one does. Yeah, before entering fight, yeah. In fact, I just did that. 738. 738, 781. I'll go with that one. United States is my nationality, thank you. Oh. Yeah, you see what I mean? I cannot read this guy. Finally! Oh! Unrivaled. Usami Nagimitsu, that's a new one. Unrivaled warrior. Hero's armor again. $198. Metal Gato. I'm gonna have help in a little bit, actually, but I appreciate it. Yeah, if you wish, send me a friend request. I've primarily been going through the whole game myself. I've only ever needed help. I honestly, the only thing I need help with is just the double boss fights. I personally find it more satisfying to try and do it all by myself. Thank you, Judy. Kudos indeed. Of which I'm very glad to, which I very appreciate. No problem. Appreciate the offer. Ugh, this guy was very annoying. Trust me, dude, I wasn't happy to do it, to best you. Oh, great. I got a spider, now a centipede. Well, if you're not heading to it now, buddy, you're dead, as far as I'm concerned. Ew, he has antenna coming out of his nose. Yeah, yeah, I'll write it on his tombstone.
Do you believe everything you hear?
よう戻った。ウィリアム、青葉城へ急いでくれ。わしはやるべきことが残っておる。
Hanzo, could you put him out of his misery, please? Before he comes back. Because you know he's gonna do that. If the villain's down, you finish him off. Bisha's centipede. Yeah. No, this is not New Game Plus. Reunion with Hanzo. I used double swords and spears and a spear, but I primarily used double swords with him. I tried regular single sword, but it was too slow. Yokai country done at last. William, we can celebrate our being reunited later. There's more pressing matters at hand after becoming yokai. The Kurohabaki have gathered at Aoba Castle, where Date Masamune holds court, along with an unknown amount of spirit stones from Tono. I fear the Date household plans to launch a rebellion against Lord Ieyasu. We must act now to stop it. For now, you go on ahead. I will catch up with you later. Cannot leave Shigezane as he is. This method of using spirit stones to transform humans into yokai is just like what happened with Kelly. But with Shigezane and the Kurobahaki, will it even be possible? I don't know. Yokai country done. A wandering child. Uh-oh. Gotta go find a kid who's lost there, eh? Disturbances in the north. Gilded Deception. A one-eyed dragon castle. 165. I'm like barely 170 as it is. These just... Oh Lord, Mother in Heaven, this game is gonna kill me. Ugh. Well, I'll go back to Tohoku later. For now, I want to focus next on the double boss side missions in Omi, as well as see what these new side missions are that have since come up, because a few of them, having go through several Way of the Strong levels, I've since started, new side missions have since started popping up. 168, I think. So yeah, Secrets of the Dead, that's a new one that popped up while I was grinding my butt off. Two in the Shadows. Now, I have not tried any of those two out, so I don't know if they're double bosses or what. Two in the Shadows probably is, because it has two in the name. So those are the only other two. Oh, wait a minute, there's another one. Two Masters. So yeah, I don't know what those three have in store, so all I know so far is the ones in the Omi region, and oh boy, those I cannot do those and by myself. Thankfully, I'm about to have help in about 15 minutes. Tea Time Entertainment, I sadly cannot do co-op. I checked the Torii Gate and it did not show up, and that one is practically a double fight in and of itself because you have the Tengus involved in it, and oh, that level pissed me off like mad. Do I have any... Oh, I do. I have a lot of stuff. I might as well, start using it. Okay, prestige is used, and since I have fought several boss level enemies all over again, I think it's time to do some light reading again. See what else I've unlocked. Fallen innocent. Horrible acts have plagued the world since it began, continue to this day. When wars break out, it is often the women who are forced to bear the sacrifice. Abused and miserable, the fate of women unable to suffer the inhumane conditions is to die alone. But the grudge of a woman is not so easily appeased. The terrible fetters still bind this spirit to the world. Yeah, woman scorn and whatever the phrase is. Hell, there's a lot of Japanese monsters based on women, and Greek ones. As his other ones in mythology. It's a shame. Valor and loyalty. Black Knight _117. Because at the time it's supposed to be a reference to Halo and Code Geass. But I've since grown dissatisfied with it, and the fact that Sony does not allow me to change PSN name, like, this is something Xbox figured out long ago, but Sony, out of excuses and laziness, just refuses to do it. Sure, I'll do that. Metal Gato, right? Yeah, I'll send you in a bit. I'm about done with this part, so just catching up with some stuff that I've unlocked. Demons in the mountains keep. They say that deep in the Tono Mountains lies a valley of demons, and the beasts there are covered in filthy grass, their thin blue limbs presenting a terrifying sight to outsiders. Yeah, the new ones. This one. Date Shigezane, a general famous for his unparalleled bravery, supporting his family from a young age. Date fought alone at the Battle of Hitotoribashi, serving Lord Masamune from the jaws of defeat. Not serving, excuse me. As time passed, he became the aging Masamune's right-hand man and served him devotedly. To a samurai, there's none more worthy of honor than he who would give his life to his master. And we've since unlocked new yokai with that last level that has been torturous, as well as ones that I have had to fight once again. More on Karabasa. Like most yokai in the shape of tools and other man-made items, the Karakasa umbrella is said to be a Tsukomogami, an old object that came to life after being thrown away. A Karakasa is a kind of traditional Japanese umbrella that included such varieties as the tough but simple Bangasa, the Janome, or Serpent's Eye umbrella with its painted concentric circle design, and the Higasa, or parasol. Biwa Boku. Second half of the name is said to refer to Bokuba, a famous biwa lute in ancient Japan. Tunes played on Bokuba had the power to summon and bewitch spirits and yokai like the vengeful Heike warriors who attacked Hoichi, and even to call revenants forth from their bloody graves. What else? Tengu. I love their design, but I hate fighting them so much. And this is one of the worst bosses. I will keep saying it. Hino Enma. I hate you. I hate you. Great Centipede. The mine level. That's the one I haven't done yet, because honestly, I don't like it. And I really don't like fighting the Centipede, because you have to, like, chase after him while he's chasing you, and it's so annoying. Umibozu. Bodies a mass of water as large as a mountain. Its body contains an Amrita core, and the light from it emanates from between the waves to resemble eyes. Its tiniest movement can create titanic waves, sending even the stoutest of ships to the bottom of the sea with all men aboard. Yukiona. Yukiona of Honoiji Temple is Princess No, resurrected in yokai form by Kelly's dark magic. Her grief over the death of her beloved husband, Oda Nobunaga, froze the entire city of Kyoto. It is said of one with the power to control ice and snow is armed with a naginata. They might stand a chance against her. I really wish there were Naginatas in the game. Well, there's the spears, but the spears don't have blades like a Naginata does, that's for sure. I mean, you could put them with the spears, sure, but still, I would like to have seen them. The white tiger. Tigers and cats are related and share many things in common. Nekomata represents cats that have achieved magical powers after reaching a very old age and are known as guardian spirits. It is presumed that the power of the fiends transformed a normal Nekomata into this holy beast. Yup. What is it with Japanese monsters and long tongues? Seriously. I don't know, it's just something I noticed. Nothing new with him, yeah. I didn't mind Gashadokuro, but I'm in no hurry to fight him. Him, Yorochi. Him I would not mind fighting again. I loved him. 100 Eyes. Namahage, so that's what the big guys are called. Yeah, if basically faster versions of the Yoki. Namahage has yokai that appear in legends from the Oga Peninsula in northern Dewa province. The Namahage are viewed as savage servants of the gods. It is said they don straw masks and with a large knife or hatchet in hand visit houses in the neighborhood, searching for those guilty of laziness or bad behavior. So they're like the boogeymen, more or less, and they go around houses. I'd call that creepy, but then again, it is a monster. They're creepy by default. Ugh. As such, threats of the Namahage coming are often used to scare children into good behavior. Okay, so they are boogeymen. The Namahage serving the Date empathize with Shigezane, who gave up his humanity in service of Masamune. Although they were also once human, the power of the Spirit Stones has distorted the Namahage's appearance into its demon-like form. It is believed that this transformation came about due to their tendency to scare people for good causes. Since the Namahage are considered to be servants of the gods, many enemy troops lose the will to fight at the mere sight of them. So, they're supposed to be benevolently threatening, but they're a nightmare in this game. Yeah, the ones with the long hatchets like this, I really don't like. They're like so cheap. There's no change form for them. Okay, yeah, the ones with the double hatchets are surprisingly easy, but these guys, nope. Rokuro Kubi. Ugh, I hate these guys. These yokai feature elongated necks, although they are indistinguishable from regular humans when their neck is retracted. This enables them to blend in with regular society. So much so that it is said some Rokuro Kube do not even realize they are not human. In such cases, the Rokuro Kubi often learn of their true nature from people who see the yokai's necks elongate while they sleep. So they're basically parasites. Invasion of the body snatchers, more or less. They don't even realize they're monsters until they transform. The Rokuro Kubi serving the Date emphasized with Shigezane, who gave up his humanity service to Masamune, and although the Rokuro Kubi themselves were once human, power Spirit Stones store the appearance of demon-like forms, can't about the desire Masamune, blah 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 blah. Same thing. These yokai are often used in surprise attacks due to the psychological shock their opponents feel when seeing their elongated necks, and because their necks are well suited to highly unpredictable attacks. There are many theories concerning the origin and true nature of the Rokuro Kubi. While some believe that they are somehow born as Rokuro Kubi when children, others think that they are snakes that have changed into human form after many years. Given the sheer number of theories, it is likely there is no single explanation of their origin. Well, I figured out how to fight them effectively earlier. Strong attacks while in mid-stance with a spear is honestly the best way to kill them, because it drains their stamina as well as their health and leaves them open when they're out of stamina. Red Kappa, these guys are little pains in the butt. The Red Kappa is a special kind of Kappa found in the land of Tono in northern Mutsu province. Although they also have the dish-like depression on their heads and turtle-like shell on their backs like regular kappa, their skin is actually reddish in color. Additionally, they do not flee at the sight of humans and have been known to attack children and women who wander near the rivers where they dwell. However, it is said that some of them have abandoned their evil ways after being captured. There's a location known as Kappa-Buchi in Tono where many red kappa can be found. The shell on the red kappa's back is extremely hard and nearly negates any attacks from behind. The dish-like depression on their head is almost always wet, and it is thought that the red kappa is weakened if it dries out. It is also said that they will die if the dish is cracked. I'm working on it, just reading. Let me finish reading here and I'll add you in a bit. Can't do many things at once. Okay, so we got new Guardians now. Ayakomori and Suzuki are still my main ones. Until something... Suzaku, excuse me, are still my main ones until something better comes along. Bisha's Centipede. The Centipede is revered by many as an envoy of Bishamonten, a powerful god of war and affluence. The Centipede's many legs symbolize different things to different groups. For warriors, the legs embody the discipline to march forwards, never retreating, a trait desired in any soldier. But for merchants, they represent the footfall of customers and, by extension, prosperous business. So, what do we got for new character descriptions? Rhoda, Convey. Togawa. Saika. Shima. Nobunaga. John D. Isahide. Date Masamune. Shigezane was a general in the Date family and served as the lord of Watari Castle in Mutsu Province, present-day southern Miyazaki Prefecture. He was a cousin and longtime friend of Masamune, and the two were said to be as close as brothers. Shigezane eagerly threw himself into even the most difficult battles, earning him the trust of the clan's retainers for his unparalleled bravery. At the Battle of Hitoto Ribashi, he used a Spirit Stone to boost his strength and take on the enemy in an effort to allow Masamune to escape to safety. After going to save the Toyotomi, he pretended to flee for a time so he could gather information from around the land. Eventually, he learned the details of the tragedy caused by Amrita at Sekigahara and reported its devastating power to Masamune. He later rejoined the Date, but his previous use of the Spirit Stone caused him to begin transforming into a yokai. Eventually, he lost all sense of reason and withdrew to an isolated location known as Tono, present-day central Iwate Prefecture, deep within Date territory, while leading a special fighting unit known as the Kuro Habaki. So it looks like we'll be fighting him again. He has a nice sword. Maria. Okay. Tails, so extra cutscenes. Alrighty then, so now we're officially catched up. And I'll be back in a little bit with the next part. Well, I'll have a little help to tackle these double bosses. And I'll see y'all in a bit. Oh, before I do that, let me say, what was the name? Metal Gato. Okay, I'll send you a friend request in a sec. Alright, be back for the next part in a bit.